July 2022 Las Vegas housing stats and the toolbox guide for real estate investing. Aloha everyone, this is Robert Ritua, real estate agent with Better Life Realty. Now in this first portion of the video, I'm going to cover some Las Vegas housing stats for July 2022 from the Las Vegas Realtors Association. The single family units, median price units sold $465,000. For condo townhouse units, median price units sold $271,800. Single family market trends, time on market 30 days or less, 83.6% of closings. Now as you can see here, most homes have still sold in less than 30 days. But please take a look at those stats a little bit closer. If you look from the prior month was 86.1%. From the prior year, 89.1%. So as you can see here, we're starting to see a slowdown, but still most homes have sold in less than 30 days. For condo townhouse market trends, time on market 30 days or less, 83% of closings. Now from the prior month was 89.1% and prior year was 87.4%. So as you can see here, there's still a slowdown in homes being sold because of the economy right now. But as you can see here, there's still most condos and townhouses have still sold 30 days or less. Now I also want to share with you a secret, because did you know a 6% sales commission can really cost you, the homeowner, 40% or even more? Now if you're here in Las Vegas, I would like to share with you an idea, a model that we have at Better Life Realty called fee for service. So here's a question. So if you're a homeowner here in Las Vegas that listed with an agent, but your home have not sold during the time you listed with an agent, please ask yourself this question. If your agent offered you a fee for service that can cost you as little as $2,000 to get your home sold, do you think, especially in this market right now where you may not even have multiple offers as before, do you think you can still profit more in this market, even if you have sold your home for $10,000 less than your prior asking price? Well, as part of being with Better Life Realty, you as a homeowner, we also give you an option to help you sell your home with a fee for service. That way it can cost you as little as $2,000 to get your home sold. So give me a call, 702-326-8763 to learn more about the fee for service, as well as the secrets revealed. Why I mentioned to you why at a 6% sales commission can cost you 40% or more. So scan the QR code to learn more about it or give me a call. And now to the second part of the video, the toolbox guide for real estate investing. Now, as a disclaimer, the contents of this video along with its posts are for educational purposes only and should not be construed as financial or legal advice. You should consult with your financial or legal professional for your financial and legal questions and matters. Now, also, the disclaimer, just to let you know, I'm a Robert Ritua real estate agent with Better Life Realty. Now, I'm also a real estate investing specialist. I'm also an investor and member of Next Gen REI. So just to let you know, I might be mentioning some real estate investing opportunities that I may also have an interest in as an investor, as a real estate investing specialist with member of Next Gen REI. So that's my disclaimer. So again, the deals may not necessarily be here in Las Vegas, Nevada, but if you're also in other states, I'm just letting you know I'm licensed here in Las Vegas, Nevada, but we're also, as an investor and member of Next Gen REI, we're also looking for opportunities and deals and partnering with homeowners just like you nationwide. The Toolbox Guide to Real Estate Investing. Now, some of you may be familiar with this chart. You may have seen this chart before. Again, we may also have learned from different sources. And I call this the Toolbox Guide because it's all under the premise. If you look at the middle, smack dab in the middle, I put a picture of a toolbox and the word or the letters DMF, which stands for Distressed Motivated Flexibility. Now, the reason why is in my other previous videos, I also mentioned some of the fundamentals to real estate investing. One of those fundamentals is actually helping the distressed, motivated, and flexible homeowner out. So that's why I put that in the smack dab in the middle, because I call it a toolbox, because we want to help the distressed home seller. We want to distress this homeowner. And depending what on the conversation between you and the distressed, motivated, flexible homeowner will help you determine which of the quadrants you're looking into invest in to make that opportunity into a deal, if that makes sense. So again, now as a real estate agent, I'm also a member of the Las Vegas Realtors Association, and with agents with the association, we also list our properties on the MLS called the Multiple Listing Service. Now, most oftentimes listed in the Multiple Listing Service are priced retail. So just to let you know, you may not necessarily find opportunities and deals for real estate investing in that type of listing. So just kind of keep that in mind. But for the purposes for this toolbox guide, if you're an investor or looking to invest in real estate, you're looking for distressed, motivated, flexible homeowners. And again, depending on how distressed they are and how you can help them, again, using one of these tools or a combination of these tools to help the homeowner out and also make it a win-win for you investing in real estate, if that makes sense. So let me explain a little bit more. Now, I'm going to briefly go over each of these quadrants, not really in detail. We can take months, years, or there's even courses for each one. But I just want to familiarize yourself. That way you can understand how we use these tools in real estate investing. So the first top left-hand corner, they call it wholesaling. There's a strategy, real estate investing. Some are more focused into that, just wholesaling. So if you're not familiar with wholesaling, basically you're not acquiring the actual real estate. You're actually putting the deal into a contract, talking to the homeowner, the distressed homeowner, putting that into a contract and flipping that contract to someone else. So usually wholesalers will work with other investors. But in the premise of wholesaling, you're trying to obtain a property way below retail price. So you're trying to get as much of discount as possible, because you also want to leave room for who you're gonna flip the contract to. And usually they also work with those. I'm gonna going to the top right hand corner, fix and flip. This is where the traditional, you may have a lot of TV shows about this, fixing and flipping the properties. So again, for the wholesalers, they might be working with a fix and flip person or a team where they can wholesale deals to. So some of the fix and flip, if you're in the fix and flip investing, you may be also working with the home sellers because they're the ones looking for the properties, if that makes sense. Or you may also be looking at the properties yourself, but sometimes fix and flippers are using wholesalers to bring them deals, if that makes sense. So again, in my previous videos, I did talk about acquisition models. Again, different investors have different acquisition models. Okay, so that's why I'm going to speak in general here. I can't really go in detail because, again, my acquisition model or someone else's acquisition model might be different than your acquisition model. But just keep in mind, each of these strategies for investors, you may have your own acquisition model. So you may have your own numbers in mind. So again, sometimes some may present you, say for example, a wholesaler might present to you, they say, hey, I got a deal here, look at this deal, you should get this deal from me. Depending on your acquisition model, you look at the numbers, it may not make sense for you to make a deal. It may not be a deal for you, it may be a deal for someone else, if that makes sense. So please refer to my other videos. I did talk about the fundamentals to real estate investing. I talked about the acquisition model a little bit more in detail. So, but kind of keep in mind, again, I'm just giving you a toolbox guide to help you kind of guide you to how you can make an opportunity with the distressed homeowner. Because that's why I put the toolbox in the middle. You're trying to focus on how can you solve the problem with the distressed homeowner. You might be able to make a wholesale deal out of it, or you might be a fix and flip deal. Or on the bottom left corner, is the seller finance. Now, seller finance is a concept, and in that concept, think of it as you can see here, the bullets: seller finance, seller carry. That's the so traditional seller carry. Say, for example, if you're a homeowner and you have free and clear, you own the property free and clear. You don't own any mortgages. You actually own the home outright. You can actually sell your property and offer seller financing. Basically, you're the finance, you're the bank, you're offering finance to the home buyer. So you can make it a win-win situation, especially today, if home buyers are having a hard time, difficult time purchasing property, and you're selling your property, you own the property outright. Think about it this way: you can make a win-win situation. You can beat a bank. You can beat a bank. Think about that. So you can beat a bank to offer a home to someone looking for a home to buy in. So the next in line will be lease option. So there's a difference between lease option and lease purchase. So lease option is basically where you're offering the home buyer or the renter, you're leasing the property out with the option to buy that property at a certain price in a given certain amount of time. Now, they have the option to buy, but not obligated to. Just kind of keep that in mind. I know a lot of people get confused with a lease option and lease purchase. Now, lease purchase is a little bit different than a lease option. Lease purchase is, yes, you're leasing the property, but the contract will state that person will actually have to buy it. They're now obligated to buy it at a certain price at a certain point in time. So just kind of keep that lease option and lease purchase in mind. Now, so this is the real estate investing side. So as a real estate agent with Better Life Realty, we also work with Home Partners of America. I'm actually a certified Home Partners agent. You actually seen my ad before. I talked about Home Partners of America. Home Partners of America are actually were bought out by a big hedge fund, Blackstone, and they are actually buying in cash. So they're the investors. So it's a great program, because what they'll do is, if it matches their criteria and you're looking for a home as well, but you're not able to purchase your home at this time. Now, even in the rental market, it's difficult in this time. So what you can do is look for houses for sale. And if it meets your criteria and meets Home Partners of America criteria, they'll purchase the property and rent it out to you and give you a lease option with that contract. Does that make sense? Now you can see where these tools, guides are being used to invest in real estate. Okay. Now, subject to, here's again under seller finance, wrap or all-inclusive deed or contract for deed. You can use these strategies again under seller finance. Think of it as, I'm calling it a toolbox guide, think of these bullets under the seller finance concept. Think of it as your socket set in your toolbox. You can use these socket sets depending on how to structure the deal, or how the deal is going to come about, or how you're going to structure the deal. That way you can help the homeowner with their solving their problem. Does that make sense? So now on the bottom right corner, you might be familiar with the rental. Now, long-term rental or short-term rental. So again, depending, you're trying to help this distressed homeowner. And again, just think of it this way: when you're using the toolbox, some of these tools might not be necessarily be applicable to solve the problem. Okay, so again, this is why it's a guide where how you can navigate and how you can turn an opportunity into a deal. Because say, for example, short-term rentals. If you all have heard of Airbnb, those are short-term rentals. Now, depending on the area you're in or you're investing in, the community, the housing community, homeowners association may not allow short-term rental in that specific neighborhood, or you might have to follow ordinances or city or county laws, regulations, and ordinances. Say, for example, some may require you to get a business license to operate for short-term rentals, if that makes sense. So again, it depends on the market as well. It depends where the location, where you might be able to apply some of these investing strategies. So if you're not available to do a short-term rental or do Airbnb at that property, think of it this way. Maybe you can now look at if your acquisition model will allow you to do it long-term. Now you can rent the property out longer term. Or how about this? You can also combine them. You can offer a rent. You can rent your property out with a lease option, if that makes sense. Now this clarify the picture of using the toolbox guide to real estate investing. So think of it this way: you're using the toolbox again. You're trying to focus on the distressed homeowner. How can you solve the distressed homeowner's problem? So I hope this clarifies it. Please refer to my other videos. I did talk about some fundamentals to real estate investing. Also gonna trickle down some more videos, so make sure you keep posted. Subscribe to this video, that way you don't miss any important information I give for you. Now, as a real estate investing specialist, investor, and member of Next Gen REI, just letting you know we are looking to partner with homeowners nationwide. So if you have a home that is vacant or have not yet sold, let's turn your home into a higher income producing asset. Call me 702-763-2734 or scan the QR code and learn more how you can turn your home into a higher income producing asset. We also developed a nonprofit organization called Beyond Living. So this is where you can take your real estate investing to a whole new level and help out your community. The Beyond Living model concept is where we help those in need, especially for those, say for example, homeless veterans, or those who are homeless, or domestic violence victims, or cancer patients, or how about those who age out of the foster system? Did you know over 70% that age out of the foster system become homeless? That's right, they become homeless. Now, in the Beyond Living home, we not only we don't just provide them a home to give them a fresh start in life, we also provide them the tools. We also provide them the opportunity. We place them in an education and work program to help them get back in the workforce and reintegrate with society. To learn more, you can go to beyondliving.org. So if this resonates with you, being an investor and helping out your community, contact us and see how we can bring Beyond Living home in your community, in your area. Again, we're looking to partner nationwide and bring Beyond Living home nationwide. Now, if you like this video, I'd like to hear your comments below. And don't forget to click on the like button and share. And please click on the subscribe button. That way you don't miss any important information that I make for you. Happy house investing, everyone.